What makes Rusty's retirement a standout in idle gaming? Hi, my name is Krosh, and welcome to my show, the KJP Show, where I celebrate and elevate indie games and indie game development. So I recently got a chance to play Rusty's retirement, and I shared some of my initial thoughts online, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to really delve into some of those thoughts a bit more in video form. Rusty's Retirement is an independently developed game by Mr. Morris Games. And what you do in this game is you play as Rusty and you run his farm in his retirement. And so what happens is you plant crops, you prep biofuel, you'll have robots and various other things helping you automate these things. The idle farming part of it comes in where it's kind of different. It's something new to me, where it sits at the bottom of your screen on your computer and you kind of you set a certain series of actions, and it just plays for you idly while you're doing other things on your computer, such as working on projects, watching a show, or any number of other things. So this game is very much a chill experience. It's his retirement for a reason. And the game is designed in such a way to allow you to just experience it at your own pace and just relax and be at ease as you play. And that kind of works well with what it sets out to do. So for me, one of the things about this game that was new and unique was that it is an idle game. That's not a genre I dabble with too much and have too much experience. So it was very much the first of its kind for me. And something I kind of appreciated about it for that fact was its ability to let me do other things while I was playing and kind of lean into those factors. There's a lot of times in my experience where I'll play a game such as Destiny, for example, and I can kind of go on loops and just grind through different material. I've done it with World of Warcraft a little bit as well in the past. And while I'm playing, I'll put a show on, or I'll have something else on that I'm viewing or listening to, or something like a podcast. And I feel like this is the sort of game that very much leans into that kind of play style. And for those times, I think this is perfectly suited for an experience like that, where you're working on something else, or you want to pay more attention. Sometimes a game like Destiny or Warcraft can get a little intense, and so you aren't able to focus on those other things. I like what Rusty's Retirement is doing is that I can, if I need to pay attention to whatever I'm doing, I can kind of put this on the back burner, and it still operates. You set your systems in place, and you go from that, and it just leans into that play style, and that resonated very, very much for me. And what kind of leans into that chill, kind of wholesome vibe is the aesthetic of it as well. The game has a lot of cozy, wholesome, colorful palette to what it sets out in its gameplay. It's got a retro feel to it as well, and I like that aesthetic. I think it leans into the coziness, to the lo-fi feel of it all. And so that was a good choice, I think, by the developers. And all of these combined make for a very, like I said, the key word here is a retirement. It's a relaxing experience. It's idle. It's kind of on the side. And especially for me right now, I've been playing a lot of games that are much more high octane, like Helldivers, for instance, and Hades, and all these other games that are just everything's exploding and you're really intensely focused a lot of the time. It's nice to contrast that with a game that kind of lets you relax and chill and be at ease in some ways. And so I very much appreciated what it offered in that kind of space where you're playing a bunch of different games. Sometimes you need a game. Melatonin was similar in this way, where it kind of helped balance things out and kind of change the pace a bit. So this game also does it really in a really different way than Melatonin did. So what makes Rusty's Retirement stand out in the idle gaming way? It's its ability to provide a stress-free, relaxing environment while you're able to work on other things at the same time at your own pace. And I very much appreciated what it did, and I think its impression and this is my impressions of it, and I implore you to try it out. It's available now on Steam. It's relatively easy to buy into and to play. It's pretty inexpensive as well, so please go support Mr. Morris Games and give it a shot if any of this resonated with you. And thank you again for watching my episode. That's what we have for today's episode. If you enjoyed any of this, or if any of this resonated with you, if you have any questions about the Rusty's Retirement or anything of the sort, please let me know in the comments or in any way. And any support you have or any feedback you have, I always appreciate. So thank you again for checking out my show, the KJP Show, where we celebrate and elevate indie games and game developers. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.